Never seen Mjol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Aha, a fellow
You're
lord.
back. What have you
Trust
discovered?
in bringing the fight to the Empire.
Astonishing. To think you actually were able to reach it, and yet return to tell the tale? Rarely in my travels have I encountered those who possess skills equal to your own. I see I still have much to learn. If you'd permit me, I'd be honored to accompany you in your travels for a time. I see I still have much to learn. Lead on.
Mjol told me that it isn't this bad everywhere. Maybe one day I'll venture out and see if she's right.
Ours is to smile at your passing, friend.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
praise the 9 you came along. Your help thus far has been invaluable, but it's time to make some difficult choices. Valerius and I have spoken at length about this, and we value your opinion. We need more guards for the hold, as there's only a few of us right now. We're vulnerable to attack from several fronts, especially from the entrance through the caves, as well as the 2 main gates. There is no possible way that laborers and carpenters can begin their work if they're not able to do so safely. We need more guards. Yes. In fact, we prefer to remain unaffected by any outside entanglements or alliances. Not that we necessarily have anything against either side in the Civil War. But we just think it would be best to remain an independent settlement. No one to answer to, no one snooping into our business, and most of all, no damn politicians to pull our strings. And it seems the Jarl Falkreath is occupied in his own matters, so it's unlikely we'll have any worries from him. Besides, he's abandoned this place anyway. So the way we see it, it's ours to do with as we please. So yes, this is exactly what we were hoping for. Are you absolutely certain this is what you want? I hoped that's what you would say. In fact, I already had Patsy post some notices in a few of the inns here in Skyrim. So far, he's made it to Whiterun, Solitude, Riften, Dawnstar, and Windhelm. But he says he doesn't care for carriages anymore, though. Check around in those inns to see if our notices have produced any potential recruits. If you can find, let's say, around 5 or 6 recruits, with the proper training from Korst, that should get us started. Have the recruits to gather in the courtyard, and when you're finished, report to Korst for further instructions. Good luck, and be safe.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time.
Why yes, I am. Well, I have a decent suit of armor and a well-made steel blade. And I'm Breton. Oh, not really to speak of, like, war or anything. The Great War ended when I was just a kid. But I did see a mud crab down by the water recently. I stayed clear of him, though. A horrible creature.
You still need to remove that blood stain from the incident.
Oh, please don't say that.
Oh, yes,
I made it all the way here from High Rock on my own. I know I can do it if you just give me a chance. No one in my family ever did anything exciting. No one has been on any adventures or done any exploring. In fact, I'm the first one in my family to ever travel this far from home. come from a long line of boring non-adventurers, all the way back to my great-great-grandfather, Nondrick. The most exciting thing he ever did was pick flowers and get chased by a wolf. But I want to be the first to break that tradition. So please, please, at least let me try. I promise you won't be disappointed. Oh, like a test. And if I make it there, I pass. Very clever.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
Another round.
I think you've had plenty.
As you can see, there are many of my kind here in this town. They all said, come to Riften and make yourself a new life here. So Wanandun comes. And for what? There is nothing for me here. What would Wanandun do? Work in the fishery? Join the thieves? I'm not a thief, and I hate fish. Yes, finally you came. That's the only reason I know leave this place. But Wanandun was about to give up on you.
Hoist the flagon and celebrate with me.
Oh, but yes, Wanandun is equally skilled in steel as well as stealth. I am now practicing my skills with the big sword.
What was
But
that?
I am able to use my bow anytime I need to. Wanandun has not much use for the magic arts, but can heal self if I need to. Oh, like a test, and if I make it there, I pass. Very clever.
What can I get you? Meat? Wine?
Yes, the prey has finally found the hunter. No. No, Giotto sees this, and this is good. But the hunter waits for you. Giotto served many years aboard ships from elsewhere as deckhand and guard. Giotto has many stories he could tell of wondrous places he has seen. The hunter is skilled in the sword and the bow. Giotto likes the night. Stars very pretty in Skyrim. Giotto sees better at night. Can be very sneaky then. Oh, very bad, my last sheep. Very, very bad. Sailors not like Giotto's dog. Sailors kill Giotto's dog and throw him in the sea. Yes, Giotto likes dogs. Dogs are pretty. Can you get Giotto dog sometime? Oh, sad. That sheep very bad. Giotto leave and stay in Skyrim for a while. Look for work. Ah, like a test. And if the hunter make it there, we pass. Very clever.
Yes, we had about given up on you, but I'm glad you came. The Dominion killed our mother and father during the war in Hammerfell. Sorian and I were just children then. When they invaded, we had to run and hide in the fields to escape. After that, our older brother taught us to fight and survive off the land. So you might say we developed a certain skill set over the years. Make no mistake, we will make excellent guards for your town. Both of us are equally skilled in a blade and bow. Oh, like a test. And if we make it there, we pass. Very clever.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. The cult's greatest accomplishment was the assassination of the Septim Dynasty and the Open. Those robes were worn during the Mythic Dawn's secret meetings, where they plotted to bring the Daedra Mehrunes Dagon into Tamriel. Each bolt of yarn used to make the robe was colored with a dye, made from sacrificial blood. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise, where all his followers would live forever. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. Did you have any questions? A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. Look at them. The legendary sharpness of a Daedric weapon. Marvelous. And here's your payment for the shards. We just need the hilt and the pommel now. Good luck finding the fragments.
Yes, I believe they are all waiting in the courtyard for your return. But before we address them, I need to ask you something. Well, you saved my life from that stinking prison, and I value your opinion on their skills. I was wondering if you would be willing to help me with the evaluation of these new recruits. We've been getting reports of trouble from people all over Skyrim. Bandits, vampires, Draugr, and whatnot. If you could scout out some of these reports and take a recruit with you each time, we can evaluate their skills more quickly. Great! I hoped you would help. Please, follow me to address the recruits. See me after, and we'll get started on the evaluations. Recruits! Front and center. Form a line right here. Let's see now. What do we have here? A lizard, a catman, a puny nod, and a woman. You're a pitiful lad, aren't you?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You sound like a bunch of baby mud crabs. When I ask you a question, the first and last thing to come out of your feeder sewers will be sir. Now say it like you have a bear.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir.
What happened to you, lizard? Did your mother have any eggs that hatched?
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, all of you are flabby and weak, but today we begin your training. You will patrol, you will train on the targets, and I might just let you get a little sleep. How about you, Breton? What's your story?
I want to become an adventurer, like you. And no one in my family ever did anything exciting. I aim to change that.
Oh. Seeking fame and fortune, eh? Well, you'll be adventuring soon enough. With our friend here. Each one of you will be going into the field to look for strengths and weaknesses in your combat skills. It will not be easy. It will be hard. But maybe with proper training you might just become skilled enough to have a home here. Now then, you each have your assigned duties and training to resume, so get to work. Now, soldiers!
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.